Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Dreams of Arkos. This is episode 15 of this limited series that was supposed to be 12 episodes. I am your Dungeon Master, Kelle. I use he and him as my hoedown pronouns, and today we are heading back into the Dream Realm here on Dreams of Arkos. But guess what? We're not doing it alone. We are going to be joined by this cadre of creative caterwaulers over to my left. Let's go ahead and meet them right now. Let's go in a big circle, starting with Robin.
Hi everyone. I'm Robin. My hoedown pronouns, I guess we're going a little western for this game. Are she, her. Yeehaw. And I am playing Deianera, our centaur Amazonian ranger who uses she, her, or whoa girl with her familiar Sophos.
All right, next to you is the one and only Amy, because we killed all the others. Congrats.
Oh, good. Excellent.
It was on your Christmas list,
Amy,
so.
My pronouns are... Right, yeah. Conquest. There can only be one.
Yep.
My pronouns are she, her, they, them. I am playing Gwylan Halenan, the sorcerer rogue fighter.
What's the portmanteau there? Fighter
Fighterog.
Fighterog?
Phytorsarogue.
Phytorsarogue.
The or from the sorcerer in the middle there. Phytorog. I think it sounds cool. Fight me.
No, you're a fighterog. I'm not going to fight you. That sounds dangerous. You know what else sounds dangerous? Our very own Twitch partner, Bunny Hearted. Congratulations on making Twitch partner this week.
I didn't realize I was next. Thank you. I'm pretty darned pleased. It was teamwork though that made that dream work.
Did it make the dream work?
Not just me. I mean, it was everyone. It literally requires like a bajillion people all committed to it. But also, hi, I'm Millie or Bunny Hearted. I'm currently not in VTuber mode. I'm in chaotic scientist cowgirl mode. I'm a Gemini, the sexiest of signs, Tuner, or they and them. And I'm here playing Tyria Zenos, our cowgirl minotaur artificer.
Fantastic. Next to you, we have Hootenanny, the one and only Kelle from up the road.
Hello, it's me, it's Kelle from up the road. I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing Mystredo, the druid of the Circle of Sacrifice. And no plans on sacrifice today. It's too darn warm, and it's a little warm. I have lots of water, and that's and y'all said hoedown, and immediately in my head queued up the hoedown theme music from Whose Line Is It Anyway? So I've got that running in my head. Thanks.
All right. And
yes.
Last but not least, it's the amazing Trazelta.
Hi, I am Traz. I use he, him pronouns, and today I'll be playing Forn, who uses he, they pronouns, are reborn human Monkbarian. Dragon Monkbarian.
Monkbarian. All right, folks, we got a bunch of stuff that is happening today. If you are tuning in for the first time, this is Dreams of Arkos, a homebrew adventure that starts in the lands of Arkos, kind of like what happens if you took Greece and Rome and smashed them into a bunch of little, and a little bit of Persia, into these island chains, and then put a bunch of politics between them, and then we completely ignore it when a giant supernatural disaster occurs, and we now have traveled into the Dream Realm itself to try to petition the god of dreams or the god of nightmares, or honestly whoever's over here, to maybe you know stop putting the world to sleep and all. It's probably not a good idea, as people got to eat and sleep. Well, I guess they don't have to sleep. Probably have to drink some water though. Speaking of which, hydrate. And it is a fantastic adventure so far. This is episode 15 out of we're coming up on the end though, so thanks for tuning in and joining us. A couple of things before we actually kick off the episode. First of all, I have to thank the dreamiest sponsor of all, Bookworm Games. Bookworm Games has been our sponsor for the entirety of Dreams of Arkos, which has honestly been going on for over a year now, which is pretty ridiculous. This game was supposed to be a pretty short one, but joining us today are my wooden dice from Bookworm Games, which were a lovely gift from I believe Raven with Baubles is the one who got these for me. Very lovely, and I will use them to dishearten and destroy my players. You too can find dice of the wooden variety, gemstone variety, resin variety, or even liquid core variety over at Bookworm Games, and pretty soon you're going to be able to get some Dork Tales dice from there. That is completely green screening out, Robin, but I'm sure it looks awesome. I don't know why it's deciding yellow it's a sickly yellow. It's pretty great.
It's a liquid core yellow shiny dice.
Yeah.
It's big. It's a chunky boy.
It's pretty great. So we're going to be having those pretty soon. It's going to be fantastic. And I'm very excited to have those dice come into you real soon. And you are going to be able to get them at 15% off, just like everything else, by using code DorkTales over on Bookworm Games' website. So head to bookwormgames.com, use that code, let them know that we sent you, and that helps them keep us as a sponsored channel, and also helps you, because I'll double any channel points you buy on the day that you buy them, or the next time you buy the channel point redeems. Like, yeah, I'll double all of them. So if you need to buy XP for the last couple games of Technocracy Zero Sum, like tonight, hint, hint, you can do so right now. Go buy some dice. It'll be nice at Bookworm Games. Also, we have a secondary sponsor that I am very excited to talk about. We're going to be talking about them a lot more going into August. But I just wanted to let y'all know that we in August are going to be sponsored by Monument Studios. We're going to be doing some like blasts out to our community to remind you they have a Kickstarter coming. But I wanted to do a big thank you to Monument Studios. They do a bunch of the music that we use here. I have been an avid supporter of their stuff for several years now, ever since right before Call of the Netherdeep, actually, which their theme song, or our theme song for Call of the Netherdeep, is a Monument Studios track. So is this guy right here that you might hear.
Also, they hosted a call out for characters for like a new pack coming up, and I submitted some characters, and I may have had a theme for a character done.
Yep, we have a
commissioned from them.
We have a character theme for one of Robin's characters, and they might be doing some more stuff for us. You never know. They're going to be a fantastic sponsor, and mostly I'm just excited to promote them because they're really cool people, and they make great music for DMs and for all sorts of different projects at really reasonable costs. You get bulk rates on them. So go check out monumentstudios.net and take a look at what they have. They constantly are having sales. So they also sometimes do humble bundles if you are having to pinch your wallet a little. So keep an eye on those. You never know what you're going to get. And it's great music to use at your table. Plus, the Kickstarter that they're coming out with, really cool. It's going to have all sorts of different features. And it's going to be basically kind of like... you know what? I don't want to tell you because I don't want to give you false promises, but it's going to be like an audio suite / VTT audio thing. It's going to be really cool. But I'll tell you more about that in August. Go check them out in advance though, because they're pretty cool. And what else do we have to say going in? A big thank you to everybody who has joined us. Sorry that we did not run last week. It was way too hot. Most of us are in the Pacific Northwest, where there was a bit of a heat dome. And for those of you who are living elsewhere in the world and you're like, that's not that hot, our houses are igloos. They're meant to maintain the heat, so nothing moves, especially in the Pacific Northwest. It is the air stagnant and humid, and you just feel like death. And we wear costumes and lots of makeup. So unless you want to see us looking like Clayface from Batman, just shrug it off. It's fine. Anything else that we need to talk about?
The new character concept is dropped for the next summer game, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right,
basically.
right. We all just embrace the Clayface.
We just become glorped.
Just become glorped. What I love about Dreams of Arkos is...
We'll all play oozes.
But
Amy already did it. Beat you to it.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Amy's ooze was pretty
You played
awesome.
an ooze.
oh yeah,
ooze.
I did play an ooze.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yes.
So,
It was amazing.
It was amazing. It was, you got for some reason my brain went to umami, but then when you say umami, like the flavor, it implies a lot. I don't know.
Mommy.
It's like, yeah, right. You got it. Umami.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
Kelle,
know, my favorite part about yes.
reminding you can shapeshift. Because I've got to call.
Thank you.
I gotta call
I
you
have a
out for that
post-it
shit.
note.
Post it. We're ninth level, Kelle.
I know. I have a post and it's right at the top on my sheet electronically.
Kelle,
It says,
stick
"You
to
can
Chronicles of Darkness.
Yeah. Kelle
Oh,
is a dumb human.
you're not dumb. You're very smart. I just think the D&D rules.
Book smart, not regular smart.
Wow. Also, there's a bunch of new serial killer stuff coming out soon that you should be very excited about. Did you watch the trailer for Longlegs?
Yes.
Okay.
At first, I was really scared that it was going to be about spiders, and I'm like, Kelly,
No,
you
it's
know that I don't do
It's about Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
I think it's absolutely fantastic, and neither Robin or Christine will watch it with me, and I'm very sad because I want to go see it in the theater.
Oh.
So, Kelle, you want to go on a date?
Okay, I'll go.
Cool.
Yeah.
Kelle date.
We got to bring Mike, though. We got to bring Mike.
Kind of makes it not a Kelle date, but all right.
We'll put him a rope behind us.
Okay, that sounds good. He'll just sit back there with a cigar like Robert De Niro in Cape Fear.
You guys cocking Mike?
Poor Mike.
Go on a date, sit behind.
Sit behind us. I'll cuddle Kelle.
Or you think you and Mike can cuddle? I mean, that's I don't.
I cuddle Mike. I'd be the big spoon probably, but that'd be good. Thanks for doing all the graphic design, buddy. Little shoulder massage.
If you give him a shoulder massage and a little back scratch,
I know. I've known him longer than you. It's
yeah, that's true.
He melts. But speaking of things that melt, I don't want to keep the players in hot heat.
Aside from us.
Yeah, exactly. So we've got a double game tonight. We've got Technocracy Zero Sum over on YouTube at 6 p.m. Pacific. So it's time for us to hop into game right now. This game is going to be kind of a bridging game as we get into the final rundown. So we'll see how long it goes. Y'all ready? Fantastic. So then let's begin. You climb to the top of Mount Oneros. It is surrounded by the plunging wine that flows outward from it. And yet, the whirlpool of motion seems to pull it both in and out simultaneously. Around the lip of the mountain, you find an old, ragged stairwell carved into the outer rim of the crater, and begin your long descent down into its depths. All around you, you can hear the sound of rushing water, rushing wine, as it were. And yet, as you travel down, the scent is not overpowering. It doesn't smell at all, really. As you make your way down, you can see blackness beneath you. Save for a pinprick of light, like the stars reflecting on a black iris. And as you move, the vapors from the cascading wine fill the air, rising not in scent, but as a fog of purple and pink. Can I get everybody to make me a Constitution saving throw?
Oh yes, because I'm good at that.
Perfect. I'm also gonna send Sophos down. It takes 10 minutes, but he can basically like scout a mile
Okay.
and see if he can see anything as well as we're kind of descending down.
Sounds good to me.
And he is immune to every kind of condition. So if
Got a 24.
Nice. 14.
Okay, 14.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What did everybody else? Did everybody hear? So I'm looking at our private chat. I see that I have a 24 for Tyria. I've got a 15 for Forn, a 14 for Mystredo, a 21 for Deianera, and Gwylan. What do I have for you?
Mine was the first one. 11.
Oh,
Yeah.
11.
11.
Gwylan, you begin traveling down the side of this immense mountain. The opening to the dark purple sky above you is as wide as many lakes that you've sailed across. 5 miles into your descent, the exhaustion begins picking up. And you find yourself becoming tired. Gain a level of exhaustion. Sophos returns after flying down for the greater part of an hour. He returns up and speaks to you in his mechanical squawking. Saying that there is in fact a bottom, but that the dimensions don't make sense.
what do you mean? Don't make sense.
The floor beyond the stairwell, the mountain doesn't exist. The walls are gone. But there's a floor.
That is good. Thank you for traveling. Do you notice if this fog gets thicker as we descend?
Until you're at the bottom, yes.
All right. How is everyone doing?
Not too bad.
So far, so good.
I feel fine.
Still
I
going.
mean, nervous.
Mm.
How are you doing?
I am doing fine. Sophos is said that there is in fact a bottom, but then after that it's like the mountain disappears. I think we're definitely going into an odd location.
Sounds like the right direction then.
I think so. All right.
It's the land of dreams. Makes sense to not make sense.
Do you continue down?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The walk is arduous, and as you make your way down, you're still moving under a curtain of wine that cascades all around you. The stairway juts out from the wall like fingers reaching from the other side. Nothing beneath it, but it's sturdy. Although, should you get too close to the edge where the wine flows, the drop would be sheer. There is no railing. There is nothing to keep you there aside from your own balance. And as you are wandering, there's nothing aside from your breathing, occasionally discussion between each of you, and the sound of your footfalls. Does anyone have a passive perception of 15 or higher?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Hoof gang gang.
Hoof gang gang.
Yeah, right. Hoof gang gang. 18 is my passive perception.
As the
17 is mine.
As the two of you are wandering down, both Tyria and Deianera are going to, well, you'll all notice that the wine that's flowing has a slight reflection of each of you, as any liquid surface would. Even in the dim ambience of this mist, you can see the outline of yourselves echoed in the flowing wine. But as you are walking, you are going to notice, Deianera, that your shadow, your reflection in the wine begins to grow darker. You're normally brown fur, kind of a sable brown, or not sable, normally kind of a tawny brown.
Mm-hmm.
Is black, dark. Your hair, black and streak tipped with red. The figure mirrors you as you walk. She casts the same furtive glance at you that you cast at her. Do you do anything? Now, this is all out of the corner of your eye that you're seeing this.
Yeah, she's gonna just like out of the corner of her eye try and do very quick, weird movements to see if she can notice any sort of delay and lag, as if someone who's trying to copy someone would do it, or if
Sure.
it is like in fact a reflection.
Anybody else here, can you please, so I would like, Deianera, please make me a dexterity-based deception roll. Everyone else, make me an insight check.
Dexterity-based deception. Cool.
Well, first roll of the game, so it's a 1.
Oh, good.
Glad to get it out of the way. I'll take it.
I rolled 2, so that's a 5 for the
I
deception.
got a 4.
I got a 22.
I'm
22.
gonna spend an inspiration.
All
All right,
that.
spend your inspiration.
That would be an ability check, so I believe that meant I had disadvantage, which means that I have a 9.
Yep.
Well,
It's a little better, 14.
So, Mystredo got a 20 plus. Did anybody else get above a 14? Okay. So, Mystredo,
Oh, no, I botched.
You botched? Okay, so there's a reason why you botched. We're going to get to that in just a second. Mystredo, as you are looking, you're seeing Deianera make all manner of twitchy motions at her reflection. Trying to do a little hoo-ha, hoo-ha, hoo-ha type of thing to it.
I'm going to kind of have a look at what maybe she's seeing.
Absolutely.
Can I see what she sees?
The reflection matches you perfectly, Deianera. Mystredo, make me an investigation roll.
Okay. Everything's on opposite sides of everything. Oh. That is just an 18.
An 18? Looking there, you're going to see the same thing that Deianera does. As you look, you are going to see a darkened reflection undulating back at you. Now, you look fine in it. You'll see your reflection looking back at you.
That's going to be my next question. Mine looks normal and hers looks dark.
The snakes are mirroring really well. However...
He's making faces.
But you're going to see that Deianera, her reflection, her skin is pale, much paler than the dark tan of the centaurs that roam the Arkosian Islands. Her fur is black. It seems to covet the shadows.
I mean, that could be... She's just kind of thinking to herself that, I mean, we are in the realm of dreams. Dreams don't necessarily conform to the regular world. All sorts of things happen in dreams. I mean, she's a druid. She gets that part. She's noting it and kind of just, this is something to consider. She's not sure how much she feels about it yet, but this is interesting enough to consider for later.
Do I notice like Mystredo's reflection is normal?
Yep. With your perception score, you will. Back behind you, Tyria, you do not notice this at all, for you catch a look at your reflection at this exact moment. The eyes are sunken, so sunken that you cannot even see any type of flesh or viscous fluid, nothing but the hollow socket of a desiccated corpse.
Holding Mouse up like she's gonna try to hide behind them.
Mouse's reflection is pale, ghostly. And as you glance out, you see a yawning corpse in the shape of you.
She will let out a small yeep noise.
Okay, do I hear that?
I think everybody's going to hear the eep at this point.
Yeah. Okay, Mystredo's looking at Tyria's reflection, because like, okay, what is she seeing?
I'll let you use the same roll.
Oh.
So looking at that, you're going to see that Tyria's reflection is of a shambling undead minotaur.
There's something you need to tell us.
Okay, I want to look at everybody else's now.
Happening?
Oh.
I want to see Forn and...
Or is there something in the water?
House?
Wine. River? Wine river?
Nightmares?
Gwylan's looking over the edge.
So if you look over the edge, the wine is cascading real close. So basically you'll be taking a shower in the stuff if you do.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, just the, like, looking at the reflections.
Perfect.
I don't know why my brain was picturing it, like, in sheets, like, down the side, like, not right next to them.
It's right next to it, basically.
Yeah, okay.
As you are looking at the side, you are going to look at your reflection, and just for a moment, you can see on the other side the reflection, or perhaps the silhouette of a dark-haired woman that you will immediately recognize as Inone, looking at you with a look of shock and terror.
Was that the same expression she had before?
No.
Or no?
Well, similar.
Didn't so.
Help me. Make me a wisdom save.
Oh, absolutely. Now this is not, I think, at disadvantage because I'm only at level 1.
Yes,
exhaustion.
saving throws are not.
Yes. Okay.
And
Wait, nope.
That
Let me do that again.
Mystredo will be looking
Okay,
at.
there we go. Accidentally rolled 2 dice anyway
Gwylan
because my
and
brain was
Forn's
thinking.
after.
Okay. You said wisdom?
Wisdom?
17.
Okay. You are going to see this shape in front of you. And did you spend an inspiration on that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you're cocked? Okay. I heard you say again. So, as you look at that, you fight back the urge to reach out and try to grab her, but it is a horrible reflex. And then her visage vanishes in the flow of wine. Mystredo, you might catch a glimpse of that for a moment, but Forn, yours is the strangest reflection of all, perhaps. It exists. But no matter how close you get to the wine, it is hazy, as if you were far away from it. As if your reflection struggles to make itself known, as if the wine itself is forgetting your likeness.
Everyone else make out what I am, or everyone else is hazy?
No, everyone else
Or is it
is,
just
I mean,
me?
everyone else is like reflection hazy. You are hazy and distant, no matter how close you get. Barely visible, as if you're fading out.
Gwylan's looking at hers again because she saw Inone, right?
Mhm.
Does it shift back to her own
It's
face?
back to
did
you.
it? I missed that.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So mine wasn't me for a moment.
What?
What?
Now it is.
Mystredo's gonna look look into the reflection to see Forn's and compare her reflection to his.
Your reflection, as you look at it, is... It's not perfect. You notice that your hair is stringier, thinner. The snakes that writhe within it are limper. In fact, in your reflection, they don't move at all. Perhaps they're dead. Perhaps they're just asleep. You're thinner, but not a good thin. You're wan. Your cheeks are hollow, as if you've forgotten how to eat. Or perhaps have just grown to that point of life where food does not really appeal. The green has faded from you. And you look at the patchy, gray, scaled color of your hair in the reflection. And the old Gorgon that looks back at you.
She wants to talk to it.
Whatever you'd like to do.
Yeah. She's gonna look directly at the reflection. Are you a fear, or are you the future?
Make me a charisma roll. Straight up charisma.
Straight up charisma.
Deianera's gonna cast Detect Poison and Disease.
Sounds good. You are going to... You're going to get a sense around you that, of course, the wine is a poison. A very mild poison, but a poison nonetheless. But beyond that, there is no disease present. Although that spell is going to ring slightly false around Forn. Perhaps not a disease, but some type of condition. His undeath,
I also know
perhaps.
what type of poison it is,
It's alcohol.
too. Oh, okay.
Because let's not lie to ourselves.
nothing.
It's a poison. It's just a very, very mild one.
Uh,
This is a very potent mild
okay.
poison.
So it's just the alcohol.
It's just the
nothing
alcohol.
Extra.
Nothing extra. You're not
Okay.
like breathing in any toxins or anything, no.
Okay.
Good call, though. Good call. Mystredo, what did you get?
Yeah. I rolled 15. I get my +2 bonus, so 17.
So, and you ask, are you the future?
17. Are you a fear, or are you the future? No, a future. She'll say a fear or a future. That's important.
And a voice that is not yours is going to echo around the chamber. Which would you prefer, Druid?
The truth.
There is no truth. In land of dreams and nightmares, there is no truth. Yes, you will all hear this echo.
Who do we have the pleasure of
Weirdly
speaking
enough,
with?
I feel better about that.
Come to me. I will wait for you. The feminine voice echoes, sounding as wrinkled and craggy as an ancient map curled and crinkled into a ball. Old leather that begins to flake from dryness and from improper handling. This voice is the sound of dusty, broken shards of ceramic. And any one of you who... Did any of you have an encounter with the Alteo, the Fates? I believe you did in one of the earlier episodes.
Yeah, I did in my first episode.
Oh, yes.
The one who, they're the ones who told you to go stop this. You will recognize the voice of one of the Alteo. I will wait for you at the bottom of the mountain, inside of the heart of dreaming. Until then, I am watching you, as I have watched you throughout your journey. Do not dawdle. For each moment that you wait, the world slumbers on. Join me. And as that voice echoes around you, your reflections will vanish. Showing nothing but the cascading wine around you.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's unsettling.
I don't like what she
Not
sees of
unexpected.
us.
fully puts a hand next to her head so she can't see the wine. She starts walking, going, nope, 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 nope,
Yeah,
nope.
Deianera is like looking straight forward as she clops down the stairs. Which she's like muttering about what there's so many stairs. Ugh.
So as you're making it back around, can I please get everyone to do me one more favor, make me one more Constitution save to make it down all the way to the bottom. This is going to be at a slightly higher difficulty.
Oh, should I shapeshift to a bird?
I mean,
Maybe-
I'm going to use my inspiration just to be safe.
okay, sounds good.
I'm gonna spend determination to.
Okay.
Or determination, not inspiration.
Oh,
Determination.
yeah, I got determination from
Yeah.
Gwylan.
Proficiency +4.
All right, so I've got 3 determinations spent.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. All right, go ahead and give me your rolls, starting with Robin.
I got 19.
19. Amy.
No.
17.
Tyria. Or Bunny.
Exactly the same roll. Got a 24.
Oh, God, you're a tank. Forn.
21.
21. All right, you're holding in there. And Mystredo.
Yeah, 9.
Okay.
I should have changed into a bird.
You should have changed into a bird. Okay, you're going to take a level of exhaustion.
Changed into a bird.
To be honest, this is probably the most exercise that you've gotten in a very long time. Being a sedentary
I haven't
druid.
been out of the cave. Yeah.
I mean, you could get like a Peloton or something in there.
I mean, I could just, run around the cave.
Just run around the cave.
Just run around the cave.
Slowly but surely, you make your way down over the course of an hour. At the base of this, Sophos was right. As you find yourselves down there, at the bottom, the stairs that cling to the side of the inside of the mountain continue until they reach the base. But as they do, you see that they are freestanding. They rise up behind you into the darkness and into the fog and vanish. As do the walls, as does everything around you. You find yourself standing on old marble slate stone. 3 by 3 tiles of marble that probably once were the base flooring of an opulent temple. But now they are cracked. They are misplaced. They are misshapen, as if an earthquake tore through this area and shuffled them around. Some of them are inches higher than the others at certain edges. Others are not even present anymore, having broken and turned to not much more than shards and dust. There is nothing around you aside from a small ritual dais, upon which you see that there are rivers of wine cutting through the floor, dividing the room in half, that flow out from a huge central altar, upon which is a kylix, I'm not sure how to pronounce the word, a drinking vessel. Now, you've seen these before. They're basically like giant plates on sticks. So Kylix, if you want to get a look at what this thing is, it's hard to describe, really, but an incredibly broad bowl that you would drink from. This one is the size of a barbecue pit, about 3 feet wide at the top, and the wine flows out of this in 2 rivers, splitting the room in half. A pair of broken pillars flank it, one on each side of the changed and wine-split room. And as you look at it, you are going to hear the sound of whispering around you. Dozens upon dozens upon dozens of voices in the darkness. What do you do?
Approach very cautiously.
Okay, yeah, that's a creature. Darn, I was gonna try and hunter's mark that. Oh.
Hunter's mark the Keelix.
I was gonna.
I'm proud of you.
Deianera is, gonna follow Gwylan up very cautiously, like bow at the ready. Slowly approaching.
You wander up in... Do you climb the dais?
I think this seems like the sort of place that would have traps around it, so I will look for traps.
Go ahead and make me a perception roll.
Remember, I have exhaustion. Oh, well, that doesn't seem to matter anyway.
Yeah.
Thanks, dice. Perception roll. It would be perception, not investigation?
Yeah, give me investigation. Either will work, really.
Technically, perception's my better roll. I just wanted to be... But, so, investigation is a total of 22.
22. Looking around, you are going to not see any specific traps.
Then, yeah, Gwylan will make sure she's got her spear out and shield up and still has mage armor on and will continue up towards the dais.
As you approach with that perception roll, with that investigation, you're going to notice that there are 3 birds perched atop of these broken pillars. A crow, a seagull, and a dove.
And would those be the fates?
Perhaps.
Sorry, it was a crow, a dove, and a seagull?
And a gull, yes.
Do you think we have to go into or drink from the Keelix?
We probably need to drink from the Keelix.
I will look to the birds.
The birds will look at you. They tilt their heads to and fro.
No, are you the fates, or are you just... There's no other reason for there to be a bunch of birds down here.
No.
Well,
I mean,
this
if you want to
realm
wait
of
10
dreams.
minutes, I can speak with animals, but if we wait 10 minutes, she said time was of essence.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any one of the birds in particular that you're speaking to, or just kind of all of them?
She was mostly addressing all of them, but I'm trying to look at my notes and remember if it was a bird or a person who handed me mine.
It was a person who
My
did.
scroll at the beginning. That's what I thought. I just don't remember if there was a bird
I believe
at
so.
the time.
Mine said wings fluttering.
Yes.
I apparently did not write that down, so never mind. I think she's just looking at the birds in general. We're looking at whichever one's closest to her.
Okay. Anybody who wants to can make me a religion roll.
Yes.
Ooh, sure.
Let's do that.
Well, that's a 10 for Gwylan, to remember.
I'm just
Feel like this is par for
getting
the
all of
course
those nat
there.
ones out of the way.
Mystredo, don't forget that you have disadvantage on ability checks because of your exhaustion.
Yep. I just put my
Killing
exhaustion.
it.
I'm going to use one of my knowledge of nature's past life to see if I can get a better roll.
Nice.
That's actually much better.
Okay.
Oh, shoot.
Nice, Traz.
Sorry if I'm leaky. Allergies are attacking me, apparently.
That's okay.
Here.
No allergies. Fight
It's
them
that
out.
sensitive cow nose.
You know what? You rolled a nat 1 from the looks of it, so I'm going to say that you begin tearing up from being around birds because you have a bird allergy.
They're just so beautiful. I can never touch them because they're for the sky. And I'm for the ground.
Only they can have the sky cinnamon. You must have the ground cinnamon.
It's all right, Tyria. It'll be okay. Deianera's gonna like go over and start comforting Tyria.
Forn, looking forward, you can see, you know, with your knowledge of the past, that the fates often take the form of birds, and these 3 birds look like they are, they're reflective of the 3 different states of being. Doves representing newness, representing hope, positivity. Gulls representing the present and hunger and physical desires. And crows representing the end of life, death, and scavenging. You could probably call out to one of them individually if you wanted to speak, but you might want to be nice about it.
Well, Forn's going to look at the crow because he's most relatable to death, essentially.
Okay, sounds good. Do you say anything?
Like, we've arrived here. Where do we go from here?
The crow is going to take flight, circle, and land behind the Helix. And a woman is going to stand, an old crone, wizened with paper-thin flesh, wearing a gown of black feathers. Forn. Forn of Emrys and Okoka. You have done well in coming this far. Should you wish to fulfill your destiny, your allies were right. You have reached the heart of dreams. But should you wish to speak to the man in charge, you must do so on his terms. Drink of the vessel. If you survive what comes, you may be granted an audience. But beware. There is something that lies in the heart of each of you that you have carried here. It has many names, but it awaits you at the end of your trials. It is hungry, and it seeks to stop you from achieving your goal. We shall give it a name, perhaps. Bandersnatch. survive what comes and set the world right. Yes, Robin.
Do I recognize that name, Bandersnatch, as like Fey history?
Go ahead and make me a roll.
That is a Fey, yes?
It is a Fey.
Yes, I get advantage. It's my favorite enemy.
It is.
What would this be?
This would be a
Like a
history roll,
or
probably.
survival?
It'd be history.
Okay. Do. Oh, nice. That's gonna be a 16.
16. The Bandersnatch is a fuming and furious being. The sum total of nightmares. It is a being of fear and horror made manifest. One that is, honestly, it's an unchainable beast. You've heard stories of this in your research of the Fae, that many Fae lords and ladies have attempted to draw on its power, and maybe even a few warlocks have succeeded. But any that have tried to chain it or wield it directly have vanished. And that the only ones who have ever returned, even powerful Fae lords and ladies, have come back as gibbering loons.
Well,
Bandersnatch.
it can't be any worse than allergies.
I think it's.
And I've died at least twice in my life, so Forn just kind of shrugged. and
This
walked
is
right
this is
front.
not something to take lightly. This is a creature that many cannot defeat. We will need to be careful. This will be dangerous.
Is there anything you wish to do before you join the dreaming? Be warned, should you drink from the Calyx. Yes, my child.
Will we have a chance to rest while we are in there or no?
You will do nothing but rest. Should you drink from the Calyx, you will surrender the immunity we have granted you. You will sleep, even the sleepless one. However, you will dream here in the heart of dreaming. And thereby will be granted a form of lucidity.
Then I suppose there's nothing else to do but jump in. Gwylan's gonna head over.
Robin, out of character, wants to know if that means no long rest.
You will get a long rest before you go in.
Okay.
Kelle.
Because otherwise, yes.
Yeah. Me thinks I want to say Mystredo thinks it's our own fears opposing us. Can I say that?
You can say whatever you want.
Oh, okay, good. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm not overstepping what, that just because I know this doesn't necessarily mean that Mystredo would know this.
I mean, she's pretty wise. You can make a judgment. I say go for it.
Okay, that's what I think. And okay, so back to me. She said it's something that we carry within us. I mean, what's more dangerous than our own fears? Don't we always have to face our own fears of judgment, of failure, fears of whatever might or might not happen? This is it. They're just putting a name on it to make us even more scared of it.
Possibly.
Or it's
Possibly a real creature could wreck us.
I'm sure it's a creature that probably uses our fears against us. Yes. I'm sure it has a.
Yes, that's what I mean. It's made real because we give in to our fears. We fear ourselves.
Right now, I fear we will never get this finished. And I have a friend to bring back.
Exactly.
So
if we can, this is the realm of dreams. Of course, it's going to be our fears being made into a creature to oppose us. But if we can just stay focused and remember that it's us. As long as we can push through, band together, support each other, remind each other that these are dreams. Just because they're here, just because they're happening, doesn't mean that we have to let them win.
When you drank from the font, you were asleep. And I must warn you that dreams in here, my dear druid, are quite real.
Of course. But we have to still, if we can keep our consciousness, keep some form of our consciousness, even just a little bit, to remind ourselves that it's us, that we are fighting our own fears, we might have a chance.
possibly.
I also think it's a very real creature that is going to use our fears against us. I think it's serious.
Of course. It is serious. Our own fears are always serious. But it's not something that we can't overcome.
We're doing this no matter what, though.
Yes.
Yes.
We have to.
There's no way back. There's no going back.
Right.
The only way through is forward.
Exactly.
So
The only way through is forward. Together.
I'm going to take a nap.
Yes.
All right. See you on the other side. And Gwylan's picking up the, was it Kylix?
Helix. It's too big to lift. You'll just have to basically like lean down and drink from it.
Can I pick up with hands?
Absolutely.
Like,
yeah, you totally can. You don't have to dog drink it. You can.
No.
Yeah, Forn will pull his mask down and join her and go, bottoms up.
Yeah.
Now the question is, do they immediately fall over, or do I have time to sit down and lie down?
An intense drowsiness will overtake you. The wine that touches your lips is the sweetest wine that you have ever drank in your life. Not sickening, but it is the warmest, most soothing feeling. It is like drinking the drowsiness that comes from a mid-afternoon nap during the cold season. It fills you, and you feel that it tingles down to the tips of your fingers, your toes. And each of you, after you drink, will have a moment to decide how you will drift off as the sleep begins to take you.
Mystredo is absolutely planning to be the last one to drink.
So what do you all do?
Drink.
I'm
I don't
watching
know if
everybody.
Sophos can come with me though.
Nope.
Worrying the same about Mouse and Canary.
I don't have my
Thank
stats.
God.
'Cause I don't have the Odyssey book on this computer, so I don't actually have what Sophos is immune to.
Sophos does not have. Sophos will not be able to attend.
Yeah. All right. So Deianera is gonna sleepily be like, "Watch my body, Sophos. Make sure I don't get attacked or anything. You are a good bird. If you don't make this
Clicky
because
click.
of alive."
What about the rest of you?
Tyria will feed Mouse that wooden cheese.
Yum. It will say. Okay. Forn? You said you
Forn's
drank?
gonna cross it. Yeah, he drinks, sits down, kind of crosses his legs like he's gonna meditate, and waits for sleep to overtake them.
Sounds good. As you do so, a feeling that you have not felt in a very long time, a drowsiness begins to reach up behind your eyes and pull you down into the dark depths of slumber. It would be comforting were it not this circumstance. And you find yourself drifting off into sleep. But for a moment, your heart flutters in your chest, for honestly, it does not feel that dissimilar to dying again. Mystredo, you watch all of your companions fall asleep. What do you do?
She's going to talk to the Fates one last time. We wouldn't be here. None of us wouldn't be here if we weren't meant to be. If we weren't the ones who should be capable of defeating this.
Yes.
I believe we can. I believe we can. You wouldn't trust us with this otherwise.
Trust.
Trust.
We do not trust you, little druid. It is merely our role to guide you here. You may fail, you may die, you may be consumed by the dreaming. And it was all merely a sacrifice to get to our next prophecy.
Maybe. But we have this role to play. We are the best ones to make whatever is going to happen. I believe that we can survive this.
Then survive, if that is your want.
I believe it is. She's going to scoop. and take her drink and move over to her friends. She'll probably curl up next to Tyria.
What is it that you want? Truly, little druid. Is it merely to stop the end? Or is there something greater at the end of your journey that you wish to see?
We always want to see what's at the end of the journey. But really, I want this to be not in vain. I want this to matter. All of us.
Isn't that?
I want the journey to
Then enjoy your final journey. And as that voice echoes in your head, consciousness is going to fade out. And you will all hear nothing but the sound of running water. The sound of running water and the chanting and cawing of birds. One by one, though, you're going to open your eyes. One by one, you will open your eyes on the other side. Lying in an immense expanse, so far across that you cannot see any type of wall. There is a central light that reflects off, and each of you are lying in a pool of liquid. It spreads out massively on all sides. It spreads out massively on all sides. Into the distance, the horizon beyond, barely visible. And as you all awaken, the liquid clings to your frames. Do each of you stand?
Yep. Deianera's gonna try and stand
Yep.
up.
Mm-hmm. Gonna do that shake like a soggy dog.
Right? Just like the horse shake. Just
No, gonna get up carefully, do the hospital push up as I've done 8,000 times, and push myself up, just make sure got my bearings. We're not dizzy, no hangovers. Done this too many times.
As you all rise, you feel light. Your hit points are restored. You've all had the benefit of a long rest. And as you rise to your feet, a voice will echo. Who comes here? What pitter-patters in the realms of the dreaming? What dreaming souls lie awake within the murky sea of wine? Never mind. The voice is drowsy and distant, and as it says, never mind, the ground begins to shake. I would like everyone to make me a strength saving throw, please.
boy.
Okay.
I'm going to use my inspiration because my blood that was bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my second inspiration because I rolled
That's
a
better.
2.
That's better.
Then I rolled a nat 1, so I guess I'll keep that 2 there.
Okay. You are going
You
to
rolled a 2-2 at first?
two,
Roll me a
2-2.
19.
I'm gonna use
That's
my
a 9.
inspiration.
Do
Because,
it.
yeah, what the
Did you roll
Are
a
you
2 as well?
kidding me? Yeah, and then I rolled a 3 immediately after. So, hold on.
no.
Sorry, not sorry.
Alright, I know what spell. I'm preparing for my second level spell.
Okay, a strength save. I will. Yeah. That's a 7.
Okay. You are going to tumble to the ground. Do me a favor. You're going to take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you fall to the ground, Gwylan. Who else did not roll at least a 15?
9.
Okay, you're going to take a 5 points of bludgeoning
Ouch.
as you tumble.
16 for the win.
You are totally fine. The ground begins to shake. And as it does, the wine begins to ripple and flow. And as it does, an immense circle of stone begins to rise from the ground around you, like the walls of a coliseum. It rises from beneath the waves, beneath the liquid, and flows upward until you find yourselves at the center of this. The rising stone. Yes, Gwylan.
Well, this is happening, and Gwylan has fallen. Is going to get back up onto her feet, and is going to activate the Ring of the Orator to call out something along the lines of, "Hey, what's the big idea?
Okay.
What sort of hospitality is this?" Bringing
You
all the bravado she can possibly bring at this
okay?
moment.
Go ahead and make me a persuasion or intimidation roll, please.
I'm just double checking because I'm fairly certain that I have a thing for this. I have my proficiency bonus is doubled when for charisma checks interacting with gods or celestials.
Oh, really? Damn. Good job.
Yes, that's my godly ancestor feature for demigod sorcerer. So I will just have to remember to add that.
Okay, go ahead.
So this is a charisma. So this is persuasion.
Sure. Or intimidation.
Persuasion is the better for me. So it's that plus that. Okay. And I'm going to spend my determination on it to make that triple my proficiency bonus because I might as well.
Okay.
And I don't add anything else from the Ring of the Orator. It just makes it projecting up to a mile as long as there's nothing truly in the way. But then again, this seems like entirely made up of domain.
Sounds good.
Okay. So that plus that is... I need a calculator because my brain is not doing straight up math. Like, it's not that big of a thing, but it is 29.
29. Do you have anything else that boosts this up at all?
Okay, so I rolled a 13, and I added my normal thing, which is +4 charisma. Plus, I have it as a expertise.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's proficient. So that's 8. No, it was plus 8 because it's proficient in charisma in general, persuasion. So.
Okay.
And then I added double my proficiency bonus plus.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. No, I added 16 total, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't have anything else said. I don't think.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what? You could be a little bit louder. Have a flash of genius.
Hey.
A little bit of a
Yo.
technical audio boost for a +3.
Yo.
Okay, so 33.
30,
Start talking and
32?
32.
throw something at you that makes you a little bit louder.
Yeah, 32, because I got a 29.
Okay, the DC was 30.
Oh, let's go.
Yo.
Okay. All around you, as this immense coliseum rises, this huge stone circle, at least 100 meters wide. As you call that out, the walls begin to constrict 200 meters, 100 meters, 50 meters wide, until you find yourself in a stone circle. And a voice echoes down from the sky. And who might you be who comes into this domain of dream and nightmare? Intruders. You are intruders. You've come to slay and steal. You've
We are
come...
guests who come calling.
Guests
There
are
was no door knocker.
invited. Robbers, thieves, murderers. Guests nonetheless. Robin.
I didn't want to interrupt the lovely stuff with Gwylan, but while this was happening, because Deianera doesn't have Sophos, she's going to cast Summon Beast.
Okay.
To bring up a beast with her.
All right. What kind of beast are you summoning?
I'm gonna summon an air beast because Sophos, which. Yeah, she's gonna summon a hawk that looks like Sophos, but it's a yeah, she's just using the cast beast spell. You just have to specify air. It has its own stats, so it's just, yeah, it looks like a hawk, but it's this bestial spirit. She's
Okay.
going to cast that while that was that.
All right. So a beast is going to go out of the mist.
A hawk.
Yeah. One or two. A pair of voices will ring down and say those things. But guests still. You wish to come and see us? You wish to come and seal us away again? You shall not. And yet here they are. I cannot see you yet. Little mortals. But we can smell you. We can taste your presence in the wine and in the Colosseum dreams. So I would say, come to us. Come in peace. If you can. I can smell it inside of you. Inside of each of you, you bring a shard of the Bandersnatch. You do carry monsters inside of your minds and hearts.
Doesn't everyone?
Most do not carry them here into the deepest dream, where they will take form as you feed them, and then they will strip the marrow from your bones.
And this sounds like something you would enjoy to witness. So we have brought you entertainment.
At the very least.
Then entertain us, and we will give you an audience. We will see you as you pass through the doors of dreams. I wish you Godspeed. I wish you Godspeed. And as it says that, looking around the room, you find yourselves in a large room with a hollow ceiling. It is far too high for any of you to climb. The wine has receded, being pulled out of the room, and you find yourselves staring at 5 doors built into the solid brick of the walls. One is the flap of a tent made of animal hide from the wilds of Tistame. A tremendous auroch that had been skinned and tanned. Deianera, you will recognize that as the flap of your own room. Gwylan, you see a small placard made of wood, shaped like a boat, hanging on a cheap wooden door. Your childhood bedroom at your mother's house. Tyria, a nameplate, proudly emblazoned with the words Tyria's room on a stone door, with meticulously maintained hinges and a cute ornamental doorknob that you installed yourself when you were 12?
Aw, my first brass working.
Mystredo, there is a door on the wall. More of a curtain than anything. It is thin and separates the sleeping area where you kept your bed inside of the oracular cave of your druid circle. And Forn, you see something different than you expected. A gilded and ivory doorframe with a shining gold handle. Intricate wooden molding and a gleaming gargoyle face looming down from the frame. All around you, there are 5 doors.
think we have to face our fears by ourselves.
Do we have to, though?
I mean, time is of the essence. The longer we take in here, the more elves die sleeping, so...
Yes, but carelessness could just result in everybody dying.
Do you think it's actually going to be our rooms on the other side of those doors?
I don't think so.
No one says we have to face our fears alone.
No, we don't.
Just because we each have our own doesn't mean we have to do them separate.
No.
Unless it
We're
literally
stronger
stops
together.
us by not permitting us to enter.
I
Ooh,
guess
power
we
of
can
friendship. I
try.
like it.
I just don't know if I want
And really,
all of
whatever's
my
stopping
secrets.
us is just ourselves.
You know, I don't know that that's necessarily true, but I like the
No, I
thought.
don't think that. Yes, I think it's a little bit hopeful to think that it's just ourselves stopping ourselves. I think there is an active beings, the gods that are talking, that are actively trying to stop us.
Maybe, but this is why we're here. If we don't have hope, there's no point.
I say, let's
Well?
go kick something's ass and see what happens on the other side.
All right,
Mhm.
just
Which door do we
if
choose
there's any
first?
fears, please do not hold judgment. I don't necessarily know what my fears are. I don't want to be judged for it.
If it does take us to our actual bedrooms, please do not judge the state of the bedroom. I was not expecting guests. Ever.
Nobody is.
At least you know what your door belongs to. I don't know what mine is.
How are the doors lined up? Like, if there's like a 1, 2, 3, 4 going from left to right?
It depends which way you're facing. Each of the doors from the way that you're standing is the closest to each of you. So, for example, Deianera, yours is directly north of you. Gwylan, it's directly north of you. Gwylan's is directly north of her, I should say. So each of yours is closest to you where you are standing. So, theoretically, none are first.
That was not going to help me for trying to figure out which door we go first.
Left.
I
Do
was
we have any
gonna go
sense that one
left,
of ours might be
right.
worse than another's?
I don't know.
Well,
What is
considering-
your deep-seated fears?
What if you don't know what
Does
your
anyone
deep-seated fears are?
Afraid of cookies?
I am not afraid of cookies. I wish I was now.
Darn. Well, I think we should just choose one then.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
No, it's always
Well,
I mean, I'm alphabetically first. Do we want to just go alphabetically?
ooh, we could do it in order of age.
Oh, that's true.
Hey, wait, are we doing youngest or oldest? Because if it's oldest, I'm pretty sure I'm older than all of you. Possibly.
I mean, flip a coin. Could do.
Pick a door. Any door.
I think Tyria's just going to start
Fine.
walking towards her. Mine then.
Going.
All right.
Here we go.
Yep, let's go.
We got to
Mhm.
choose something. We got to start at some point.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my father always told me that bravery is not fearing anything. It's doing things despite being terrified. So she's going to kick the door as hard as she can.
As you're doing that, Gwylan's comment something like, and I always figured bravery was just another word for stupidity. With more bells and whistles.
You kick open the door to yours, and on the other side, you see a dark expanse. Do you step through?
Oh, yeah. She's visibly nervous, terrified, but marching with as much confidence as she can muster.
Forn will follow her.
Hammer on one shoulder, crossbow in her other hand.
Yep, Deianera.
Yep.
Bow out.
Mm-hmm. I believe I have a crossbow, so let's go with that.
Is everyone going through?
Yeah.
How long did it take us to descend from the top to the bottom cavern with the fates?
A very long time. Do you have a specific need?
Was it specifically because I need to know if 8 hours have passed?
Yes, we'll say so.
Then that means I'm recasting mage armor before we go.
Okay, sounds good.
Smart.
You summon your mage armor around you.
Yep.
Are you doing any last thing before you step through, Deianera, Gwylan, Mystredo?
Just making sure I've got my spear out and my shield.
Yeah. My spiritual soul is on my shoulder.
All right.
Let's go. We're gonna become a bear.
Okay.
Bears are good.
Mystredo once more turns into a brown bear or a black bear, I believe. I think it's a black bear at your level.
Yep. Oh, hang on. I am at 9 now.
So that means that you can do. I think it's
But yes, I do believe it's still a brown bear.
black bear. They're the.
I mean, black bear. Sorry.
All right.
Black bear. Yep. Black bear.
They're still cute.
Black. It's still a bear.
Still a bear.
Still a bear.
Shifting down or up, I guess, into a black bear. You make your way through the door and in to Tyria's dreams and nightmares. But I think that we're going to have to save that for next time, because this is a perfect place to end this session. It's a little quick, but I want to jump into these trials with a lot of energy and not do any half-assing. And because we're about to go on a little bit of a break, we're going to be back on August 4th, which is when we're going to be doing our end game for this campaign, because you guys got through this pretty quick. So congrats, everybody. You guys have like 2 episodes left, maybe 3.
This has been really fun so far. I can't wait to see how it comes together in the end.
I'm glad. I hope it does too. I hope it comes together really well. A little quicker for this episode, but a big thank you to everybody who supports us on Patreon, first of all, to our divine producer, my mom, to our demonic producers, Precarious, Mysterium MK, Sorcerer Sanguine, our wizards of the Patreon, Tammy the Forever Cleric, the Ink Goblin, and Karasha Urquhart, our Monster Maker, Soul Omen, and our High Council, Taryn, Dustin, Amberthist, Raven with Baubles, Chef Death, LaRook, Mike Baxter, Iridian, Brian Kaler, Nerdy Metal Gent, and Kelowna Curd. You guys are all the best. It is going to almost be the end of the campaign. Is there anything else that you guys want before we wrap it up? We did a meeting. I know all of your fears and desires. I've got a big list of them here. I've got what you want to happen, but if any of that has changed, please let me know, okay?
I want you to bring the bear gun for next game, because I think Mystredo's gonna.
I'll have the bear gun. I'll have the bear gun. It's a great gun.
You need the bear gun.
Hey, so folks, you're all amazing. If you like what we do here, support us on Patreon. This was supposed to be a much faster campaign than it was. It ended up going quite a bit longer because of a bunch of life stuff. So we are going to continue this. We're going to be wrapping up probably around episode 17 or 18, probably 18 just for the posterity of it. After that, we've got another homebrew game that is coming in November. I hope you all join us for that. It is a Western themed game called Cold Iron that I think you're really going to like. In the meanwhile, if you're not watching any of the other Dork Tale stuff, which I'd be really surprised if you weren't, definitely check out Vecna Eve of Ruin, because you might see some familiar faces coming very soon. But that's all I have to say about that. Y'all are fantastic. I love y'all. Anybody have anything else they want to say or announce on our way out?
No, I don't think so.
All right.
I've been catching up on Vecta, and I gotta say that I'm really loving it so far. So I want to second that recommendation.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. You gotta come join us next time. It'll be a lot of fun. Everybody here. And with that, we'll see you next time here on Dreams of Arkos. Good night, everybody. See you tonight at Technocracy Zero Sum.